Tell us about life with a sibling, and does that mentally have any constructs of growth and maybe customization as a character, and did that have any shaping when you turned and donned your entrepreneurial hat? So talk first about this, and then I'm going to dwell a lot about your entrepreneurial journey.
Well, I think as a sibling, when you have a sibling, for me, growing up everything was about sharing. There was always limited resources, and we are making the best of it, right? So, and the age gap for me, my brother is hardly 2 years, 2.5 years. So it wasn't even like a large gap. So a large part of my growing up years was just kind of sharing everything together. Of course, there comes a time when we're adolescents and we have our own groups and zones, and then you don't as much interact and all that happens. But then comes a time when you again are adults, and then
when you're mature enough to know the value that core value is family, and family is family.
Yeah. So if you ask my brother, he'll say I've always been in the shadow of my sister, because my sister was always like in the forefront for everything. So
a lot of your colleagues also say that. A lot of your contemporaries also say that. We'll come to that separately, but yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I was again the same dominating bossy sister, if you ask him. But at the same time, we shared a lot of things. As you said, we hid a lot of things from our parents as well. So it was all, my crime partner was him for the longest. So there's always somebody whom I can, though I would bash him up, but I knew he's always there, and he's still always there for me. So I think that will never go away, and I wouldn't know how it is to be a only only
I like
child.
it. The lonely only child.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. The lonely only child.
Yeah,
I understand.
So I wouldn't really be able to kind of compare the two.
We have to empathize with all the only children, huh? The lonely only children.
So, moving that to entrepreneurial journey, I think we were two people as well when we started First League Ventures, and I don't think I would have done it if I were alone, very honestly. And maybe that comes from the fact that I had a sibling. I've never thought about it that way, but the fact that there's always someone who's...
The beauty of this podcast is to make you think about things.
Probably. Now that you're saying, I might just... Because I would have never done it all by myself. I would have really wanted somebody to go along and be there. So we were two founders, and so I'm a little alien to the whole lonely concept. Yeah, solo journey. I think I've always had people with me.
So you've been surrounded by relevant people.